Most investors think they need dozens of stocks to build wealth, but the truth is you can build an incredibly powerful portfolio with just a couple ETFs. And in today's video, I want to show you two very specific ETFs that you can grow together for growth, for income, and for diversification in a very simplified portfolio. Now, all three of these I do hold in my personal portfolio. And by the end, I want to show you exactly the strategy you can put together with this to build serious wealth over time. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I see when it comes to investing is overcomplication of a portfolio. People are owning 10, 20, even 30 stocks. They might have a couple mutual funds in there, which in my opinion are a little bit more expensive, and a couple ETFs maybe that they heard about on YouTube or somewhere on social media. But when you really break it down, there is a very heavy overlap for a majority of these portfolios, because the truth is you do not need a ton of investments. You just need the foundation that we'll talk about. And today, again, I want to break down exactly what that is going to be made of. Now, the first one for a foundation, we're going to go with the VOO. Now, personally, again, this is one that I own in my portfolio. This is the foundation. This is the framework. This is the Vanguard S&P 500. It tracks the S&P 500 index, which is the 500 largest companies in the United States. We are looking at Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, Google. These are companies that are absolutely going to soar when tech is on the rise. Knowing these large companies, it delivers around a 10 to 12% annual return over an extended amount of time, which is kind of crazy. And when we start looking at legendary investors, they simply recommend to a majority of investors, including myself, just owning the market in its entirety. Now, you might ask yourself, what makes the VOO so powerful? It owns 500 companies. It allows you to own and have diversification across multiple sectors. And it is a very low expense ratio. It makes a big difference when you start getting into higher balances or when you're holding this for an extended amount of time. So instead of picking out the next winning stock, which could ultimately be a loser, investing in the overall growth of the US economy. And in this portfolio, the VOO is the core or the engine that is going to have long-term growth when it comes to the portfolio. Second one in this strategy is the SCHD. Now, both of these I have done deep dive videos on. It is high quality dividend paying companies, which we know these are very strong cash flow, which right now with a lot of uncertain times really makes a big difference. Consistent earnings and a very strong history of increasing their dividends over an extended amount of time. Looking at some of the companies, you have PepsiCo, you have Coca-Cola, Texas Instrument, Home. Now, the big thing with the SCHD is when you look at the total return. So it provides income, it provides growth, which is a perfect combination. Dividend yield is roughly 3 to 4%. And we know the reconstitution is going to happen this month, which of course the dividend yield is much higher than the S&P 500. But it isn't just about the income, because the SCHD has also performed very strong when it looks at total returns. And of course, the company fundamentals. These are the companies that are going to be around forever that we rely on for a lot of those consumer staples. Within the portfolio, the SCHD does not provide the growth, but it provides the income and the stability while still participating in some of that market growth that we're seeing from these companies. Then we start thinking about the tech side and the future side and really pushing into this. The third ETF in here adds a very important feature, which is of course the future tech growth. We are looking at the SMH. We did a video on this as well. The VanEck Semiconductor ETF. Semiconductors power nearly everything we have in modern America: smartphones, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, data centers, autonomous vehicles. Companies inside this are Nvidia, TSMC, Broadcom, AMD, ASML. There are so many companies that are really required and that do build the infrastructure of the digital economy, which honestly, when you start looking at like a JP Morgan Chase that released their own coin on their own blockchain, what do you think is going to run it? It is going to be semiconductors. When we start looking at what the government wants to do in future plans, artificial intelligence, advanced computer systems, all of those require semiconductors. The demand for this is not going anywhere, and it does remain at this point very, very strong. Now, of course, with the SMH, it gives your portfolio target exposure to one of the fastest growing sectors in the market. And in my portfolio, this specific ETF has been absolutely crushing it for the last couple of years. That is really, and it plays the role of the growth accelerator and a very big growth engine. So you know a ETF of this nature should outperform the VOO, outperform the SCHD, because this is the growth accelerator. Then, of course, we think about diversification. Now, for me, this is something that I've added in my portfolio again a couple years ago, because the fourth ETF we're looking at is really a volatility hedge. Now, when we look at the jobs report that came about 4%, inflation running about 3%, this ETF is the GDE. Now, the reason for this, it is a combination of gold exposure with equity exposure in a single ETF. Gold has historically acted as a storage of value during periods of volatility, inflation, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now with all the uncertainty with tariffs, all the uncertainty of the war in Iran, if you want to call it a war. Then when the market becomes very volatile, gold often hedges and does a lot better than stocks and really starts outperforming. Now, by including the GDE in there, you have diversification, helps smoothing out some of those swings that we see in the market in the portfolio. So instead of relying just on stocks in the entirety, you have an additional layer of protection during turbulent markets when it comes to the gold. Now, of course, there are a lot of different ways you could break down this portfolio. And honestly, you could put them together very easy with that core of the VOO being roughly 40% of the portfolio, SCHD being another 25% of the portfolio, 20% into the SMH, 15% in the GDE. This is the structure where the core market valuation of the VOO is there. Dividend income is generated by the SCHD to go back in the portfolio. You have a very high growth ratio when it comes to SMH, and you have diversification and gold exposure with the GDE for ETFs, very, very balanced. Now, one thing to note with this portfolio is when it comes to this makeup specifically, it is going to be a little bit more dependent, of course, on your age. If you're a 20-year-old getting into a portfolio of this nature, I would probably pull back a little bit in the SCHD, pump up the SMH and the GDE a little bit further, just for the fact that you might have another 40 years till you're getting into income, till you're getting in or getting towards retirement. But of course, right now, the SCHD also does play kind of the value ETF within here, and the VOO still does remain strong within this portfolio. Definitely a really, really big part to see. So guys, of course, the biggest mistake that I see with investors is believing they need a very complicated portfolio. And honestly, if this is something that you're not wanting to watch or not willing to watch on everyday basis, in reality, when you look at consistency, when you look at discipline and time in the market, it is very simple strategy executed consistently will beat a complex strategy almost 90% of the time. When you start looking at the VOO, even over the last 30 years, about 90% of financial advisors cannot beat out the market itself, which is kind of crazy. So of course, guys, if you want me to break down any of these ETFs even further, I did the video on the SCHD. We've done it on the SMH and the GDE. So the videos are out there. Definitely check them out. And of course, if you enjoyed learning about simple strategies when it comes to investing, building that long-term wealth, give the video a like. Definitely subscribe to the channel because it's going to get it out to a lot of other people. And like I had said earlier, these are 4 ETFs that I absolutely do have and hold in my portfolio. They're ones that I love to cover and love to see the exposure because, of course, on this channel, we focus on the practical investment strategy that everyday investors can learn. So whether you're starting investing your journey when you're 20 or 30, or you're nearing the end of your journey at 70 or 80, the portfolio will work incredibly well. And even getting into those retirement years, you do have to have growth in a portfolio. If you're switching everything to something like income, SCHD, chances are it's not going to grow all the way through retirement at the level that you need it to. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for the video. Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one.